Let's walk into this sale. So, Walker Vine Luxury Consignment has closed its storefront and will be closing out. And this is inventory that was part of the business. It's a range of inventory, mostly clothing, true vintage clothing that was in a rental house, clothing that was on Poshmark and eBay. And it's everything from designer to non-designer. So I'm going to kind of give you a lowdown here. And before I do that, just give you a scope of what all is in here. And mostly here in the back is more of the fast fashion, like J. Crew and Banana Republic and BCBG, Zara, all back in here. But then this rack is really interesting. And then all this art. This was all from the Pasadena Antique Mall. Really cool art that's in here. All kinds of things. There's just a ton of art back here, so just have to look through it. Pedestals. These can hold, we use these to hold handbags or hats, and it rises and lowers. We've got some small tables, some stools, trunk, pillows, scarves, fabric, dishware, books. We got bins of books, Doc Martens, these vintage wedding gowns, vintage beaded dresses. And it's such a range here. Like these more popular silky type of dresses to a 60s Mother of the Bride dress. Like an 80s beaded dress. This is a contemporary beaded dress, 70s. Got 80s Norma Kamali here, a Mary McFadden beaded gown, a 70s gown, more contemporary gowns, an 80s gown. We've got a really rare 1930s gown somewhere also. Nice beaded dresses. This is Carolina Herrera beaded jackets. Some gowns here, just all kinds of gowns. We have this really unique Judith Ann Creations dress, but it needs a zipper and a couple of beads added in. These are Mary McFadden also, so we got two more of those. More contemporary beaded dresses by Cause. This one, I've seen two people try this on. It's a gorgeous. We've got vintage Moschino. We just have some of the Moschino around because we just happen to have an archive of it. But then we go from Moschino to Old Navy. Ted Baker. And here, there's Philip Plein bag, an old Mark Cross H&M vintage umbrellas, a Brighton vintage Philip Lim. Let's move this. All designer here. And this rack, we're starting with Pierre Cardin Swim, but then we've got Adolfo, Escada, Louis Farad, Anne Fontaine, Laurel. This is Old Chloe by Karl Lagerfeld, we believe. It was his last season, we think. vintage 80s Oscar de la Renta suit. 90s Donna Karan. We've got some St. John here, Armani, Escada, Acris, Dolce & Gabbana, Donna Karan, Playboy, Dolce, Donna Karan, Karl Lagerfeld, St. John. It's a famous French designer and socialite. We've got Lanvin, Krizia. We've got Versace, Ungaro. It's a cashmere set. Guy LaRoche. DKNY. So you get the drill. We've got leathers. St. John knits. Like this jumpsuit. So glassware. A lot of these things were at the Antique Mall. And we shut it down. Designer shoes. Got McQueen. We've got Manolos. We have Jimmy Choo's. Doc Martens. Books. This whole rack of true vintage. 50s, 60s. We've got Lillian suits. 5 of these. That's Lillian. This one's my favorite. These are all like vintage dresses in here, vintage skirts, all throughout here. This is all contemporary. Sweatshirts, hoodies, sweaters, jeans, Zara, H&M, J. Crew. We got scarves, a lamb jacket. Get the picture. We have leathers here. We've got this Tadashi. Wonderful cape. So you get the picture. So without showing you everything, it's definitely worth coming to. We're trying to get all of this moved out. And that's it. Lots of art. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you look for certain things, please let us know. And I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Hope to see you at our sale. Thank you.